I served in the United States Army and I achieved the rank of specialist, which is an E4.
Hi, my name is Tom Potendyk. I was in the Marine Corps for 20 years. I retired as a master sergeant.
So my name is Angel Rivera. I joined the United States Army back in 2019, and I achieved the rank of specialist.
I left the Army in 2017 and the transition process was really seamless. Prior to coming to GCubed, I did go through the contracting sector, work for a lot of different other companies. But once I did finally make it over to GCubed, it was a very seamless process. Our values are the Army values, so that part and the culture made it very easy for me to transition into GCubed.
Yes, I retired from the Marine Corps back in 2002. I had original plan. I had received my bachelor's degree prior to retiring, and the original plan was to become a teacher. I had a degree in education. I really wanted to be a teacher at that point. Along the way, after retiring, I had the opportunity to take a position as a defense contractor, and took one look at the paycheck between a defense contractor and a teacher, and I decided that defense contracting was for me.
So my transition over from active duty was nerve-wracking, but coming from GCubed, going into the military and coming back to GCubed made that a lot more comforting, because it's kind of like I already knew what to expect.
My time in the Army means the world to me. It taught me a lot of different values that I still hold today in terms of being prompt, how to be professional, how to have a good work ethic to continue the mission and get things done. I really highlight my service in the Army as one of the highlights that I've done in my career thus far. It's an experience that I would do again if I had the chance to do it over and over again. It's a decision that I stand by. It taught me so much, and it brought me a great foundation in terms of where I stand today in my life and my career. So I truly hold my military service as one of the highlights of my career.
To be a veteran, to me, that means that you are the subject matter expert in your MOS or the job field that you have. You learn that job, you sleep with that job, you wake up to that job. No one knows that job better than you do.
The friendships and the camaraderie that you experience over the years, I've still got great friends that I served with, and I served with them 35 years ago, and I still talk to several of them today. It's amazing how within this industry, within the defense industry, and working, with the defense contractor, I still have people that will contact me out of the blue. I have people that will come up to me and talk to me about the time that we spent, in Korea or wherever. But just knowing that, you've got those friendships that you made throughout that 20 years, that it was, in the end, it was all worth it, because you had some great people that you met. You did some great things while you were in. I was able to accomplish quite a bit. The kid's already a little bit past that. And, throughout the entire 20 years, though, I ended my career working in the Marine Corps on a detail that I was actually planning the funeral for President Reagan. And whether you know that or not, every president, when they leave office, they have funeral plans in place on day one when they leave office. And I was actually on a commission that worked all of his funeral plans back in the day. So, you get to do some amazing things while you're in, some very different types of experiences. And as you look back, they're all, they all had that little imprint. You were able to put your imprint as well on the outcome of all those things.
The phrase was two phrases for me. One is hua, that's a big Army term. It means a lot of different things, a lot of different people. Good job, Roger. But another phrase as well is say again. It's very important. I was a telecommunications specialist in the Army, and that phrase is something that we say over radio communications. And post leaving the Army, that's something that I always say whenever I need to hear something again, is say again.
I think a particular phrase, you hear it once in a while. You always hear the term freedom, but I like the term blanket of freedom. And, used in the context of, the blanket of freedom that we wake up every morning, that's provided by our armed services. Just a term that takes on a new meaning once you've served, and once you've, especially, if you've served for any length of time. And, when you come home at the end of the day or at the end of a tour, just knowing that your family was safe.
I would say discipline, because before you joined, you had like a set standard of what discipline is. But I went into the service, I figured out that there was a lot more discipline that had not been instilled into me until after I joined the service. So there's a whole new standard of the meaning of that word for me.